Okay, here we are. Hello. I actually don't know why I'm doing this right now, but I think I got inspired by my last podcast that I have listened a couple days ago. It was a podcast by my friend Louis de Kaiser. He's great. You guys should check him out. So, yeah, here I am. My name is Yusuf Under, born and grew up in Germany as a Turkish immigrant, living now in New York. It is my 10th anniversary here in the United States, and I thought about talking about that first day when I was entering this beautiful country with no English language knowledge. My first day in San Francisco as an international student. It was half past noon when my flight from Germany to San Francisco finally landed. It was then that I started to panic. My heart was beating so fast, trying to keep up with the thoughts in my head, asking myself, why did I risk everything? I had to come to a country where I can't even speak the language, where I don't even know any single soul. I felt as if everything was happening so fast and I was trying to keep up. As I passed through the security checkpoint at the San Francisco International Airport and exit the terminal, I felt like a blank new page. There was nothing on my mind all of a sudden. A page with nothing on it. No writing, no pain, no memories, nothing. I just got into the first cab I saw, handed the driver a piece of paper with the address of where I was supposed to go. When driving towards downtown San Francisco, I only looked outside. It was a beautiful August summer day, and the only thought was that last moment when my dad was telling me before entering the plane. He was saying, "My son, I love you. Your mother and I believe in you. Go make your dreams come true. But never forget, you can't come back when you fail at the university. Many people are waiting for you to fail. And study so hard that you won't fail and make these haters not laugh about you." He was serious. I could tell this in his eyes when he was telling me this. And I told him I will make this dream come true. But I wasn't aware of where I was going. Then we finally arrived in downtown San Francisco. I stepped out of the cab and there it was. The first chapter of my new life just began. It was there and then where the blank white page started to be filled with stories that made me who I am today. It said, "Welcome to the 79 New Montgomery, Academy of Art University, San Francisco." I walked into the university building and had to sign some papers, had to take some headshots, got my ID, had to pay another 2,800 for my dorm where I was going to stay. I was just in a trauma where I didn't really realize what the fuck is going on. I was just going through that process. On the end, a lady handed me a paper signed by the university telling me to go to this address. Minutes later, I walked outside the building, looking around trying to see if I could see someone else that is lost as me and connect with that person so we can go through this storm together. But it seemed like if no one was looking as confused as I was. I stopped the cab. When entering the cab driver was super pissed at me, looked at me, super aggressive, saying some stuff. And yeah, you guys know it. I couldn't speak in English, so I didn't understand anything. 2 minutes later, we arrived. Then I realized, okay, he got mad because my destination was just so close by that it was even not worth it getting into a cab. But in my situation, I was so lost that I just needed something to hold on. And this cab driver, he was just there on that time. Um, I'm pretty sure he won't listen this right now, but if you listen this and if you still remember this little fat Turkish dude that couldn't speak English, sorry man, I was just lost and I needed someone to hold me. Yeah, I arrived at the dorms. A concierge opened the door, signed me in, and walked me up to the third floor where my next chapter will be for the next year. He knocked on the door. A student that was filled with tattoos opened the door and he said, "What's up, man?" He started talking to the concierge and they were like talking. And I just hear Yusuf, international student, Germany. And I could just put those little puzzles together and I was I understood that he's talking about me and what the heck is going on. So yeah, the tattooed guy grabbed my luggage, brought me to the apartment, took my luggage to my bed. He said, "Hello, my name is Donald." He then said something like Starbucks, part-time, see you later, etc., etc. I just couldn't get what he was trying to tell me. I just understood Starbucks and walking. The weirdest part was like after a few minutes, he grabbed my hand, pulled me to the couch next to the bed, and handed me a DVD and said, "Watch this." It was the movie 40-Year-Old Virgin. That was my first movie in America. And I love this movie, by the way. 40-Year-Old Virgin is one of my favorite movies of all time because this is the memory of what I went through as an international student the first day. And he handed me this movie. So there's a lot of connection to this movie. Sometimes my wife gets very, not angry, like maybe pissed that I want to watch this movie again, even though I have watched it like over 100 times. The reason why I love watching this movie is because it has so many memories with me. It remembers me for the first day, the first hours that I was in this country. So yeah, he turned on the movie and he walked out of the apartment. Then I directly paused, looked around. I looked outside and saw how Donald walked away. I stopped, looked around, and just let myself go, you know. I started crying so much. I remember the last time I cried so much was when my grandfather died. I felt really lost, alone, disconnected from everything. I was just a lonely soul that has no one. I didn't know what to do. I was in a trauma. I tried to understand what the fuck I did and that I can't even go back anymore. I have to go through this now by myself. I still have, after like now living 10 years in America, when I think about this first day, I still have the memory so deep burned in me that I still can feel the room temperature, the smell, the fabric that I was sitting in the couch. I still have this so deep in my memories that when I'm closing my eyes, that I'm sitting right there on the couch and I'm watching 40-Year-Old Virgin and not understanding anything. And yeah, this was my first day in the United States of America. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and yeah, I think I will be back because I have so much to tell you. I could fill books. Actually, I should finish my book in German. Till next time, and I always say, be positive, stay positive, and karma will always handle the rest. Love you guys. Peace.